Hey guys, it's Claude, and we're going right into this month's deck openings for patrons. First deck is going to be for Noah Smith, so wish him luck. Hopefully we can get some more strong decks out of this box. We had some weird ones for the random giveaways. Very low creature counts. Alright, so the first deck is a Gray Archon. Untamed, hold on, let me go ahead and fix the focus. That should be better. Okay, Untamed is the first house, second house is Dis, and the third house is Logos. Ash the Fiercely Ambitious. That is a pretty awesome name. And quick note on the Archon here, I love these waves. I feel like it's some sort of hint to what the next set is, which is Dark Tidings. I actually expect to see a lot of these waves. All right, we are starting off with this card. Untamed. Toad, it's 1 power, cannot reap. The reason why this card looks so awful is it always comes with, yes, Xenos Blood Shadow with a damage pip, 4 power, elusive, hazardous 6, poison, and skirmish. A great card for controlling your opponent's board, whereas this other card is almost useless. Niffle Queen with a damage pip, 6 power, each other friendly beast creature gets +1 power, same for the Niffle creatures. Lumilu, 4 power, reap, gain 1 amber for each other friendly beast creature. Growth Surge, amber at every plate. Give a flank creature 3 +1 power counters, give its neighbor 2, and then the second creature's other neighbor will get +1. Bumblebird, 1 power, alpha. Play, put 2 +1 power counters on each other friendly untamed creature. Well, we know for sure we're going to have some Niffle Apes in here. Let's actually keep the creatures coming since we have all these power counters to put onto them. And those power counters will be very relevant for keeping creatures around, which helps with Song of the Wild. For the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature gains reap, gain, and amber. Oh, another Song of the Wild, okay. Resurgence, enhance the draw pip. Return a creature from your discard pile to your hand. If that creature is a mutant, return another creature from your discard pile to your hand. I'm a big fan of this card. I love it. Pismir, 4 power. While there are more friendly mutant creatures than enemy mutant creatures, your opponent's keys cost +2 amber. Niffle Ape, 3 power. While it's attacking, ignore taunt and elusive. Another one, this one with the draw pip. Now we're on to Logos, it's Xenobot, 4 power. Fight, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 into your hand and 1 on the bottom of your deck. Reap, discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. This mutant here is all about the card quality. Dinobot, 5 power, play, you may exalt it. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature. Reap, discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. Reverse Time, amber in every plate. Swap your deck and discard pile, then shuffle your deck. That can do some fun things. Research Smoko, 2 power, destroyed, archive the top card of your deck. Dimension Door seems to be popular in this box. For the remainder of the turn, any amber you would gain from reaping is stolen from your opponent instead. Ooh, Cronus, 3 power, enhance 2 draw pips. After you resolve a draw bonus icon, you may archive a card. Quixo the Adventurer, 3 power, skirmish, fight, draw a card. Cumex, 1 power, play, draw a card, destroy it, archive it. Once again, we never get the pips on these cards, I just don't get it. So it would have been awesome if we could have got like some of those Cronus draw pips or the Resurgence draw pip, although I guess we did see a draw pip on the Niffle Ape. Oh my gosh, another Cumex, and of course it's enhanced by a damage pip. That is acceptable, but dang it. Come on, baby, give us a third with the draw pips. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, I was never expecting a third. And the fact that it doesn't have the draw pips. Where did they go? Oh my god, can I even ask for a fourth? Could you imagine there's a fourth Cumex in here? Please let there be a fourth. And let this one have the draw pips. Oh my gosh, for a second that picture was kind of similar to the colors. I saw the pips, I was so pumped. Diametric Charge, amber if you play with the draw pip. Deal 1 damage to a creature with a 2 damage splash. Bot booked it. Oh no, here's the draw pips. Why? 4 power, reap, play the top card of your deck. Now we're on to Dis, the Terror. The Terror, hold up. Man, I'm not the most familiar with Mass Mutation, but I don't think... Ah, there you go. That means this is a legacy card. I was gonna say I had not seen this since Coda. I know they did bring back some Coda cards, but this is really cool. This is looking awesome, guys. Big fan of the Terror. Great first turn play. 5 power, play if your opponent has no amber, gain 2 amber. So strong. Maleficorn, 5 power, enhanced 4 damage pips. After an enemy creature is dealt damage by a bonus damage icon, deal 1 damage to that creature. Soul Keeper, it's an upgrade. Amber if you play it with a damage pip. This creature gains destroyed. Destroy the most powerful enemy creature. Snudge, 4 power, fight, reap. Return an artifact or flank creature to its owner's hand. Let you guys in on a little secret here. This used to be my favorite card in Coda. Pain Reaction, amber if you play it, deal 2 damage to an enemy creature. If this damage destroys that creature, deal 2 damage to each of that creature's neighbors. Double Doom, return an enemy creature to its owner's hand. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Anguish, 6 power. For each damage on Anguish, your opponent's keys cost +1 amber. Mind Fire. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Steal 1 amber for each bonus icon on the discarded card. Mark of Dis. Amber whenever you play it, deal 2 damage to a creature. If it is not destroyed, its controller must choose that creature's house as their active house on their next turn. Inspector. 2 power. Destroyed. Your opponent purges a random card from their hand. Implosion. Amber whenever you play it, destroy a friendly creature and an enemy creature. And I believe the last card, it's a Bonesaw. 5 power. If a friendly creature was destroyed this turn, Bonesaw enters play ready. Okay, this deck looks pretty awesome. Logos has typically been the best house across every single set, and I believe in Mass Mutation, it might have been taken up a notch. It's really close to like what Worlds Collide was. Could be slightly better based upon the makeup of the deck. Let's get our Amber up. But yeah, this deck looks pretty strong from the first go-through we had. The Terror might get us some Amber. We'll throw it up, possibly won't count it. But yeah, look at all these draw cards we have inside of Logos here. Pretty insane. Light on the Amber, but that should be okay. Let's see, Song of the Wild. Growth Surge is fun. Oh, okay, might have been a lower Amber count, but I'm still expecting this deck to do well. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, won't count that. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 Amber. A little bit light, but there was some Amber control to help it out. Let's see here, bringing that up. Mindfire, Anguish. Feels like we had a decent amount of Logos creatures for that Dimension Door. Pismire, okay. So I remember there was Amber control across every single house, but maybe there was less of it than I was thinking. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that is light. I guess we're going to have to see how many creatures are in here. Doesn't mean the deck will necessarily be bad. I do like a lot of what's in here, so that's pretty important. It's great against board decks for not having an actual dedicated board wipe. Lots of cool ways to interact with your opponent's board. Even something as simple as fighting with the QMX to get it back in your archives to do some damage to some creatures is very good. Wonder how many beasts we had for that Lumaloo. Guess we're going to find out soon. Oh, Toad is a beast. Awesome. So, creature count now. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 23, and you know what? It's going to feel like more than that because these Q-mechs are going to always be going into your archives, coming back, drawing cards, always being on the board. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I like what this deck is bringing. I want to see just how many of these creatures are Logos creatures for the Dimension Door. So we're going to pull all those up, and then actually we're going to see how many beasts there are in here. Okay, wow. I mean, that's a lot of Logos creatures. Was that like 8? Let's find out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa. Okay, there's a lot of times where you're going to take a Dimension Door and you're sometimes going to have to discard it, but in this deck, with this many Logos creatures, with this much staying power, the ability to keep these on the board, I mean, your opponent is eventually going to run out of ways to deal with these creatures, right? If they have to fight into these, that means they're going to be losing out on Amber they could have reaped with. If they're using actions from their hands to take care of these, I mean, they're going to run out of those. At some point, you're going to have 2 to 3 QMechs on the board, maybe a couple of the Logos creatures, and you're going to be able to use that Dimension Door to just maybe eliminate 6 of your opponent's Amber. That is a 12-point swing. That's pretty huge. All right, let's look at the beasts. This is looking a little bit better as we get further and further through this deck. Wow, there's a lot of mutants. That could have been pretty awesome to have some mutant-related cards in here. Okay. Oh, yeah, that is a beast. Wow. Okay. Are we going to see any inside of Dis? I doubt it. Oh, that's a mutant. I was thinking it was a beast mutant. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, that's not bad considering they're all in Untamed, meaning there's a chance we can play the Lumaloo down with a couple other Untamed cards, next turn potentially draw into a couple of beasts, play those, then be able to reap for an even larger amount with the Lumaloo. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Other thing we gotta talk about, this deck does feel a little bit like a mover. Let's bring up all the cards that are helping us either draw or cycle cards, because there's quite a bit of them. Wow, yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's see, did we have many others? There's even a chance of maybe snudging some of this to get some more draw pips, resetting maybe the damage on some of these bigger ones to then get even more reaps to discard cards and draw cards off those, so that's pretty interesting. Won't pull it up, though. see. Reverse Time is an interesting sort of card draw because we could essentially, if we get lucky, play a bunch of Logos cards early, happen to have the Reverse Time, flip our deck, get access to those Logos cards again. You could really do that with any house. I just realized we're going to pull up Resurgence as well. This is a card that's creating a huge amount of advantage, returning 2 creatures. I know we had a few mutants and Untamed, so there's a chance we could return like that Pismire and another Untamed creature. This is essentially giving us 2 card draw that we can for sure play on that same turn. That's pretty awesome. So for the cycling draw cards, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And remember, 3 of those are reusable. That is really huge. 13, I must say, Mass Mutation feels like it's the set about efficiency. So many cards across all the different houses are all about efficiency. Even the Sins are all about efficiency. They're like better than what the Horsemen were, right? They really feed off one another, and they're actually kind of good on their own anyway. This deck looks really sweet. It has ways to buff its creatures, has good creatures, great ways to control your opponent's board. Snudge is a form of artifact control. Might be one of the most important cards against certain matchups. Pismire's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's see here. So for the board control, you got like the Growth Surge helping get some plus counters. We had the Bumblebird. Soulkeeper's pretty nice. Pain Reaction. Mark of Dis. Yeah, Implosion. Double Doom. Just the right amount of creature control in here. As well as being able to buff up some creatures. Because overall, the creature size on this deck isn't huge. But I believe it's going to get there against a lot of decks. Pretty cool. Wow. I really hope you like this deck, Noah Smith. I am a big fan of this. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching my videos. And I'll see you next time.